What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two Piece Mandem, and welcome back to the Liverpool versus Chelsea review. Liverpool won, Chelsea won, and you know what? I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. You know, before I even get into this review, make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. We're going to be doing the previews and reviews every week, and also the Premier League prediction as well. So make sure you subscribe to that. And I've realised that most of you guys aren't really subscribed to us. Like, you're watching us, but you're not really subscribed. So, you know, make sure you click that. But anyway, let's get into the game. First half, I thought we were pretty good. I wouldn't say really good, but pretty good. Liverpool had a few chances. We had a few chances as well. Liverpool were kind of dominating a little bit more, but then after we got over that, we started to get the ball more. I knew we were set up in a way where we were going to counter-attack, because let's be honest, versus Liverpool at Anfield, you were never going to dominate the whole ball, let's be honest with you. I mean, the first 10 minutes we actually did put up a real fight towards them. The first goal came from a set piece from Chelsea, crossed in, I think it was from Mason Mount, and what a header from Kai Havertz. What a header from Kai Havertz. He's getting better and better every day in that Chelsea shirt. Let me tell you that. Every game he's getting better. What a header. Everyone's focused on Lukaku in the midfield, or maybe the two centre-backs. Kai Havertz makes a run into, the front post, into the near post, and he flicks it into the back of the net, literally over Alisson. Do you know how hard it is to do that? Because with some players, when you try and hit it from that angle, it's either too low or it's too high. Man got that spot on, Kai Havertz. Like, it was a goal, man. I wasn't even expecting that. It was a goal. He makes a close run into the front post and then just puts it into the back of the net. So yeah, that came into play. I feel as though we had a few chances with Mount, Lukaku and Havertz where we could have really done better in those situations. So essentially, when Mount should have played it into Havertz, it would have been an easy tap in to make it 2-0. When Lukaku slipped the ball into Mason Mount instead of Havertz, you know, just wrong passes in the final third, and I think that's what really cost us the game. Liverpool had a few chances as well, you know, across from Mo Salah that went into Sadio Mane, that tried to get into Sadio Mane, it didn't go in. A chance from Harvey Elliott as well that wasn't on target but missed Mendy's post. I don't think Mendy was going to get to it. And then another chance from Harvey Elliott as well that hit over the bar. Mo Salah had a few chances. Just these chances. And Henderson's one as well, but he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Then it was on his weak foot and he couldn't direct it into the goal. There was chances from either end. It was a very attacking game. So I thought we'd be more defensively sound, but I'm going to talk about that in the second half because that's where we really had to hold on. Now, we're going to talk about the VAR. We're going to talk about that. And the chaos that happened as well. So, ball goes in. Right, Mendy clears it. Hits it onto Matip's head. Matip hits the crossbar. It's headed back out. Alright. Sadio Mane comes from the back post. Jorginho misses the ball. Hits onto Reece James's right knee. And then onto his arm. Remember, hits onto his right knee, then hits onto his arm. People are thinking that he deliberately positioned his arm in a way that stops Liverpool from getting a goal scoring opportunity, which I see from that. But his hand is in a natural position. You are never going to put your hand as a defender like this. You're never going to lift your knee up and move your hand back, right? That's an unnatural position. When you lift your knee up and your hand's like this, it is a natural position. Alright? I don't care what any of you have to say, that is a natural position. Alright? But obviously with VAR, it looks as though he's tried to stop it, so obviously they're going to give the penalty. That's what it looks like. And you know what? It is what it is. I was having a bit of an argument, but you know what? It is what it is. I just feel as though it wasn't a penalty in my eyes. Sam was in a natural position, but people want to say that he moved his arm in a goal scoring to stop a goal scoring opportunity. But the penalty was given. He got sent off for it, which I think is a joke. But if you're denying a goal scoring opportunity, apparently you you get a red card. That's a red card. So yeah, Reece James got sent off. Judge Mendy trying to put Mo Salah off. Jorginho trying to say a few things to Mo Salah's ear. It was never going to happen. Mo Salah is the reason why Mo Salah is one of the best players in the Premier League, and he starts into the back of the net with ease, and you know what? He was going to score that. He was going to score. He scores it with ease. It's Mo Salah. So yeah, at this point it's 1-1, and then a lot of commotion happens between Romelu Lukaku and Henderson. People are getting in each other's faces. The crowd are getting brought up. There's a lot of tension between the Chelsea players and the Liverpool players. Players getting into other players' faces. Things were starting to get heated up, and yeah, referee booked Rudiger and he booked Mendy. So I was just like, okay, I think that's just a bunch of rubbish, really, because it really wasn't a penalty. You could tell that by their frustration that it wasn't a penalty. You can tell that his arm was in a natural position. But if you want to say that it weren't, but I know to me it was, and that's what I saw. So you know, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Was it a penalty? Or was it not a penalty? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I want to know. Now moving on to the second half. Right, he made a few changes. He took off N'Golo Kante, brought on Kovacic. He took off. Who did he take off? He took off another player for, was it Thiago Silva? I forgot who it was. I think he took off Kai Havertz for Thiago Silva, and then he brought on Chalobah for Jorginho, and we pretty much just closed up shop. We were just aiming for the point. We tried to play counter-attacking football again, but it was with Alonso, Mount, and Lukaku essentially. That were the counter-attacking targets, which was never going to be good in the first place. Let's just be real. It was never going to be good. It was never going to work out in a way it should. It nearly worked out. I think when Dave crossed it at the back post into Alonso, tries to head it on to Lukaku. Matip blocks it. Liverpool were raining down the pressure in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Raining it down. Tempo was high. It was attack. Literally attack all over our freaking half, man. Attack everywhere. I'm seeing Salah on the right wing. They were targeting that right wing a lot because Alonso was just getting roasted. Alonso was getting put into a spliff. Liverpool knew that Marcos Alonso cannot defend to save his life. He can attack, fair enough, but in this game, really, I really should have rethought my lineup, really, because we should have put Chilwell there. And this is what I said in my preview. I wanted to put Alonso there because I thought that our attack would just overpower Liverpool because attack's the best form of defence. But when it's Mo Salah against Marcos Alonso, Mo Salah's always going to win. And to me, Mo Salah had a bit of a field day, but luckily Rudiger was behind Marcos Alonso most of the time to cover up and track back. So was Mason Mount as well. So was Macy Mount. They had a lot of chances. Virgil van Dijk shot. Loads of chances. Sadio Mane shot. Mo Salah had a chance as well, trying to get in behind. Then after the 10 minutes of us weathering the storm, we started to get a lot of composure back. We started to get the ball back a little bit more. Started to play with the ball a little bit more, get more possession. Really just shut down the attacks a lot more. You could tell Liverpool were getting frustrated. Passes were going left, passes were going astray. Through balls that were supposed to be making it through to Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Diogo Jota, they weren't making it through. There was a lot of frustration as well. Lukaku, his hold-up play wasn't the best, but it was average, I'd say. I mean, there wasn't a lot he could really do, if I'm honest with you. So it was just one of those ones. It was a quiet day for Lukaku. Van Dijk did really well, in my opinion. I think if we sit the ball into him, at the right times in the first half, in the final third, then he would have made an impact. But it is what it is. So you're going to get those games. You are against one of the best centre halves in the Premier League. So you really weren't gonna clot him. But it was just one of those ones. It just goes to show how good Virgil van Dijk really is, and you know that because when he went down in the penalty area, Chelsea penalty area in the first half, the whole crowd was just silent. But then he got back onto his feet and everyone clapped. That's how you know how important Virgil van Dijk is to this Liverpool team, because it really just showed up in a whole season how important he is, and it's just as simple as that. Do I think 1-1 was a fair result? Personally, I say it was. I'm happy. I'm happy that we got a 1-1. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were gonna get thrashed because being 10 men away at Anfield isn't the best situation, and most importantly, you're never gonna win it there. Let's be honest. You're not gonna win it when you're 10 men down. You can just about win when you're 11 men. So if you're 10 men down, then I knew in the second half we weren't gonna win it. So we either have to scrape for a draw or we just get rassed up. So thank God we got the draw, we got the point, and you know the boys did bits. And it's just as simple as that. So it's just one of those ones. Player ratings for me, Mendy, he gets an absolute 8. He played his heart out, I don't care. Rudiger, he gets a 7. Very consistent as always. Christensen for me, he gets a 9. Very in the middle of the park, right in the middle of the centre back. He played brilliant, shut down everything. Loads of blocks that he made as well. Tracked his man back as well. So many times when Salah could have cut in it and scored. Diogo Jota was a real menace as well. Sadio Mane cutting in a lot, taking it to the bar line, played really well. Dave, to me, he gets a 7, very consistent. Alonso didn't play as well. If I'm honest, he'll probably get about a 5 if I'm being real. He could have done better defensively. Offensively, good going forward, but defensively, man, you gotta work. You gotta work on your one-to-one defense, man, because it's just not good enough. You keep getting left by Mo Salah, and it's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. Kante, 7 for me. Class in the midfield, always winning the ball back. You can tell why he's player of the year. Jorginho for me, he gets about a 6. Kept giving. He did get the ball, he made some decent passes, but sometimes the passes that he made were astray, so they weren't really towards the player. He was just kicking them out. It's like he got the ball most of the time and just booted it in the hope that someone would make a run at least, but it was just never the case. Mason Mount for me, he played all right. He wasn't brilliant, but he played all right. I think for me he gets a 6 as well. You know, the final third pass should have been better. If he squared it to Kai Havertz, like I said, we would be 2-0. We would be 2-0 up in the first half, but we weren't. I remember the brilliant bit of control that he did against Matip. Absolutely skinned Matip. Brilliant piece of control from him. I wasn't expecting that. But to me, he still gets a 6. Lukaku, I'd say 6. He tried his best, but against Virgil van Dijk, I'll be honest, Virgil made Lukaku look average. He was just never going to beat him. Even Matip, Matip just barged Lukaku off the ball. It's just as simple as that. And it was just one of those things. He's back towards goal was good, but he needs to hold the ball up a little bit more. His dribbling he needs to work on a lot as well when he's going forward. I feel as though when he was running forward with the ball, he kept losing it a lot. When he was trying to dribble past 3 or 4 Liverpool defenders, so it was just one of those ones. It was just one of those ones. Kai Havertz for me, he has to get about I'd say 8.5. I think he played well, and it was just unfortunate that he had to be taken off. He had to be sacrificed for us to get the point. It was just one of those things. But he scored the goal, so you have to give him an 8.5. It's just one of those things. And yeah, that's the end of this review, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. Our next game is against Aston Villa on 11th of September, so I believe it's international break. And I'll probably do a preview for the international break as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh yeah, don't forget the Premier League prediction as well. That will be out on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Up the Blues, and peace!